Hello friends, welcome back to Tutor Techie. So today we are going to learn about how to enable HTTPS and configure SSL certificate in Apache server. So let's start. So first you need to download the Apache server from Apache website. So I already downloaded this Apache server over here. So first let's run the server and see if it is working. So what we'll do, we'll open the command line and the path should be till bin folder. And then we'll run the command httpd.exe, hit enter. So now let's see if our server is running or not. So over here just type localhost. It's okay. So over here if you see there is a warning that your server is not fully qualified because we are running on localhost. So to suppress this error, what we need to do, we'll go to the folder, we'll open the conf folder, we'll go back, open the conf folder and open this httpd configuration file. And over here there is a server name that you can search for this, uncomment this and provide this like 127.your local IP. Save it. Let's try to run it again. Stop the server. We are not getting any error. Let's see if it is working. We'll reload this page. Yeah, it is working. So now what we'll do, we'll create a certificate. So before creating a certificate, just make sure that in your configuration file, your path is correct. So right now, in my local system, my path of the Apache server is C Apache 24. So if you have a different location, then what you need to do, you need to update your path over here. So now let's create the certificate for the HTTPS. So I have written the command over here. So there are two ways to create it. Either create individual key and certificate with the three commands, or you can directly create a certificate and key together using one command. So I'll use this command, copy this, go over here, stop the server, and your command should run from this bin folder only. Paste this and we'll hit enter. So this is your certificate name, server.crt, and this is your key name, server.key, that will use in the configuration. Hit enter. So it asks for the country name. You can give it any names. I mean, India if you want, India, Delhi, locality, anything, or you can just leave it blank as well. So just leave it blank for now. So if you are configuring it for your website, so you can give your name in the common name over here. So you can give your domain name over here in the common name. So now we'll see if the certificate and key is there. So we'll go back to the bin folder, because if you see in the command, we have only given server.crt, server.key. So we haven't given any path for that. So it will, so from where the command is running, it will create those files over there. So if you look for this, yeah, server.crt and server.key. So we'll copy these two, certificate and key, and we'll go to the conf folder and we'll paste it here for now. So now what we need to do, we'll open this httpd conf file and then we'll enable https. So to enable the https, first we need to enable the modules, SSL module. We'll search for SSL module. So you need to uncomment it, and then we need to include our configuration file for HTTPS. So if you see this folder over here, if you go to extra, so there will be SSL file over here, httpd-ssl conf. So to pick this configuration file, you need to edit in httpd conf files. So we'll search for that as well, httpds. So what is the name for that file? httpd-ssl. So httpd-ssl, here it is. So you need to go and comment this as well so that it will pick HTTPS configuration. We'll save it. Now we'll go to extra folder and we'll open this file, httpd-ssl. Open this and we'll scroll down a little bit. And then you need to provide your IP and all those things. So over here, if you see, so we will provide the localhost IP, or you can just type localhost as well. Okay, so leave it as it is. And when you scroll down a little bit, the certificate that we have generated, right? So our certificate name is similar to whatever written over here, server.crt. And if you go to the conf folder, it's the same, server.crt. If your certificate name is different and your path is different, then provide the path and exact name over here. Right now it's server.crt because we have copied it from the bin folder and put it in the conf. And then our certificate name is server.crt, so we don't need to change it anything. So when you scroll down, you need to include the key as well. So over here, certificate file, so server key is there. So if your key name is different, whatever your file name, just provide it over here. So save it, and then let's try to run, and then we'll see what are the errors coming, so that we'll resolve one by one, so that you understand that what is happening and why we have enabled it. So let's run this. So now it's saying that SSL session and cache not supported. So there is one module called SSL session cache that is not enabled. So we need to enable that as well. So let's see the name, exact name. So we'll just find it out in the configuration file. We'll search for shmcb. So in the HTTPD, if you get that error, then you need to do this step. So shmcb. So this is the module that we need to uncomment it so that it loads. Save it, and then let's run it again. So now it's running. So let's go back to the browser and let's try now https:// so now we are getting this workings. Because the certificate is self-signed, that's why it's giving me the because the browser unable to identify the authority of this certificate. So we'll click on proceed to localhost. So yeah, it's working. So the next step for SSL certificate, like if user wants to type HTTP and you want it to redirect to HTTPS. So if you type it right now over here, it's going to HTTP only, but we want to redirect all requests from HTTP to HTTPS. Then we need to add one more thing in our configuration. So this is the configuration. You need to copy it. I will copy it, and in the HTTPD configuration at the bottom, just paste it over here. So whatever request that you get on HTTP, it will go to the HTTPS and it will go to your server name. So let's save it and try that as well. So let's stop this. Yeah. So let's run it again. So now it is saying that rewrite engine is not there. So we need to include the rewrite engine module as well. So we need to uncomment one more thing. So we'll look for rewrite module. So this is the rewrite module. We need to uncomment this as well. Save it. Let's run it again. So it's running now. Let's test this file. Enter. So now if you see, so let me type it again. So I will do one thing. Remove HTTPS, enter. See, it's redirecting to your HTTPS automatically. So this works. So this is for your local host configuration. So for your website configuration, if you have all the certificates, so what you need to do, so if you don't have certificate, you can visit any free website that gives you the free certificate. So what generally I use Giro SSL over here. So login, or create your account, and then what you need to do, so there is a new certificate, you need to create a new certificate over here, follow the steps that is given over here, and once you follow all the steps and complete all the steps, it asks you to download the certificates. So once you download the certificate, you will get these three files kind of. So one is the certificate, CA bundle, certificate, and the private key. So copy these all files in your conf folder over here, and then you need to go over here in the HTTPS, and whatever your key name and the certificate name, so that you need to modify it over here. So if you see, in my case, the certificate name is certificate.crt. So you need to do over here certificate.crt, and in the key, what is the key name? The key name is private.key. So over here you need to write private.key, and there is one more certificate over there that we need to do for actual websites. If you see, there is CA underscore bundle CRT. So over here, so you have to uncomment this, and then whatever the file name over here, CA underscore bundle. So you need to write CA underscore bundle dot CRT. Save it, and over here at the top, you need to provide your domain name. Here, your domain name or the IP, public IP, you need to provide over here. If you have any emails, you can provide it over here. And if you remember, over here we have enabled the first step, we have enabled the server name, so you need to enable and provide your public IP or the domain name over here. So those are the steps that you need to follow for your actual website. So let me open my website, so that what I have done. If you open this tutor.techie.com, so now it's secure, and it's not giving not secure because those are the valid certificate that we generated from some of the free website that gives you the actual certificate. So if you see over here, so it says certificate valid. So this is how we configure SSL certificate and enable HTTPS in Apache. Hope you like this video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe our channel to get the latest videos.